This is gonna be an interesting one. Oh, that tried to go up my nose. Hello, male and female humanoids. I'm also going to include non-binary folk because they exist. Anyway, welcome back to another video. So, if you've been here since the beginning, you know that a few years ago I made a— Who is texting me? I don't know who that is. You will know that I made a video stating that I am a feminist. Boy, was I ignorant. Just like in that last video, let's bring up the definition of feminism. The advocacy of women's rights on the basis of equality of the sexes. Now, you guys know what third wave feminism is, right? Well, I'm just going to assume that you do. And if you don't, Google it. Well, actually, Google BuzzFeed. And that'll show you what third wave feminism is. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I am all for the equality of men and women. But on the basis of what third wave feminism is and what feminism nowadays is, no. They're not for the equality of men and women. They think, oh, women are superior. And biologically, most of the time, that's not. No. Like, I'm just going to say it. I'm not sexist. Everything that I'm saying, or at least majority of what I'm saying, is based on biological fact and studies that have been shown that you get the point. Anyway, biologically, women should not be on the front lines. Again, I'm not sexist, that's just a biological fact, because biologically, women are weaker than men, especially when it comes to things like combat. I mean, if you want to join the military as a woman, I ain't gonna stop you. You do you. I'm all for it. And this video is gonna be all over the place, I can already see it. But women should not be on the front lines because they are biologically weaker and unable to do the same stuff in combat as quickly and as effectively as men. Also, with new wave or third wave or whatever it's called, feminism, I'm just gonna call it modern feminism because I don't really know the full of what's called. The name's been changed about a million times. Okay. Now I have something stuck in my braces. Great. Anyway, with modern feminism, women make out men to be mindless, sex-craved assholes. That's not always the case. 9 times out of 10, men aren't what they say they are. Or men aren't what these feminists, radical feminists, say that men are. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I've met more than a few sex-craved, mindless asshole men. But most of the men that I've met, they're not like that. To mention the fact that these radical feminists are basically saying that men shouldn't be able to show emotion, they shouldn't show any signs of being weak or whatever. Men are human too. Men should be able to show emotion. Okay? Because statistically, men are more likely to commit suicide than women. And that's just facts. Equality is non-existent for the most part. In some instances, in some cases it is, but in most there isn't. Like the judicial system. The American judicial system is so flawed, it's ridiculous. A man can rape a woman, rape a child, rape a whatever, and he'll be sent to jail for 15 to life in prison. Or jail, or... You get the point. And if a woman commits the same crime with raping a little boy or raping a man or raping a woman or whatever, her sentence is cut in half. Sometimes even more, just because she's a woman. If a woman commits the same exact crime, she should have the same exact sentencing. Because rape is rape. Murder is murder. It shouldn't matter your gender. I'm gonna mention her by name. Anita Sarkeesian. I think I said her name right. If you don't know who that is, just search up feminist frequency and that's all you need to know. Anyway, she advocates equality for women in video games. She's always like, oh, women who play video games are always like, I don't know, like being catcalled by men or they're not equally represented. No! I've been playing games pretty much my entire life. Not once have I been talked down to in a video game because I'm a woman. Honestly, I may not be that great at games. I mean, to be honest, all I play is Minecraft, Halo, Diablo 3. I don't play very many online games because I'm not good. I'm gonna call myself out. I suck at games, but that doesn't mean I can't play them. I still play them occasionally. But like, do you guys hear that? That's my chair. Anyway, feminism is nowhere near what it should be. If radical feminists claimed all the claims they make, then the judicial system wouldn't be as flawed as it is. They'd realize that women in the gaming industry aren't portrayed in the way that they say they are. Now, I admit there are some games out there that use the stereotypical sex object woman stereotype. But it's been absolutely years. That didn't make sense. It's been years since I've seen that. And the damsel in distress stereotype, you gotta put context into that. Just because a woman is in distress or a woman needs to be saved, it's all about context. Like, just watch Feminist Frequency's Damsel in Distress series and you'll understand why I'm so mad about it. Because nothing she says is correct. Well, for the most part, nothing she says is correct. It gets on my nerves. So, to answer the question, am I a feminist? By today's standards, no. Although I would advocate that women should be equal to men. But let's face it, that ain't gonna happen. So, now that I'm less ignorant than what I was back then, I can change my stance. I'm not a radical feminist. I thought I was, but I was ignorant. I'm not a feminist. I do think that women should be equal to men, but again, that ain't gonna happen unfortunately, because society today fucking sucks and I just spit everywhere. Awesome. I hate having braces. Anyway, I know it's short, I know it's all over the place. I don't know how to make a normal structured, non-jumpy video. Then again, I have ADD, so I don't know what that means in general. And I think I have editing software now. But if I don't, I'm sorry if this video is awful. And, well, I don't know what else I was gonna say. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! God, I'm cringy.